And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Tigers offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He's found some room at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep receiver trying to find some room. The Celtics were able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, you're talking about an alert defense. Sometimes that jet motion, it can create some confusion, get guys out of place. But not this time. Great play recognition by the defense on this play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it with room to run. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
I would argue he's one of the more talented quarterbacks that we've seen the entire year covering college football. He can throw the deep ball. He can throw that touch pass and that intermediate throw. He can also show you he can make plays by buying time with his legs. Guy is the total package, and he's making his defense pay right now.
QB decides to keep it here. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Clemson.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Florida State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. With the catch, it's Robinson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Looking for a man deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Gets the first and still running. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback, if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Snags the quick throw. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. Through 1 quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. And the Tigers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
High completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Trying to convert with a sneak.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the 1st down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the 1st down.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. They're going to run it here. Picks up the 1st, looking for more. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I'll tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
And the Noles pick up enough for a 1st down. And the tailback's got it again. He breaks free. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Caught by the receiver. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks into open space. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the 1st down.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. What a catch! They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Quarterback did a good job of hanging in there and delivering the pass, knowing that the hit was coming, and it paid off.
The Noles with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback keeps the football. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Oh, my gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Held to a field goal their 1st drive. Now in 3rd and goal. Can they find the end zone this time? Looking to throw. It's Castellanos. Caught near the goal line. He will score. Touchdown, Seminoles. They slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT puts him up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Defense got a big fourth down stop on the last possession. Let's see what happens here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers. And now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw again. Makes a quick catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the move. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Extra point try coming now. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On first down, it's play action. Quick completion to the tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he cannot make the catch over the middle on the crossing route. It's going to bring up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
First down and 10 now. To the air, it's Castellanos. Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Makes the grab. It's White. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
The Seminoles are in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Williams. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Pass caught, can he get in? Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knowles.
He's been sharp on these touchdown passes today. That makes 2 for him now already. He's reading the coverage as well and making the right throws.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackled right there. That's when they start the drive. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He finds some space. They bring him down right at the 20. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And This has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass. And they
fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Throwing off play action. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the ball rolls out of bounds. Fumble results in a huge loss.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this 3rd down. We'll see what happens with the decision on 4th down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And it's a bunch formation. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Important second down play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Fighting off the defender. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to pass. It's Klubnik looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
And the Tigers will line up to boot it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And the returner is brought down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. It's a bootleg looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Looking to throw here. Throws it to the right. Finds downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. To throw, it's Castellanos. Throws to the tight end. Connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up. Going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Swarmed with a pass rush, a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now on 2nd and long. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. As people like to say, this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Nice grab. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Makes the defender miss. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Yeah, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another 1st down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. The receiver makes the catch. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback still with the football.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, an old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
And the Noles line it up with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Powering through the defender. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Randall. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. He keeps it himself.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. I love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff in a single back formation. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Defense is coming after him. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved in catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Play fake, looking to throw. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Castellanos. A deep shot to the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Randall. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
The The Noles trying to cash in here in the red zone. Here comes the handoff. Putting toward the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Seminoles. The momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. To throw, it's Klubnik. The pocket breaking down. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I didn't expect this. This quarterback is outstanding, but they have pressured him all game long, and they got to him again.
From their own 7, it's now 2nd and long. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's running out of time here. And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
The safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. On the run, it's Williams.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's White. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
It's a quarterback keeper. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A play action looking to throw. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
And they've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And the quarterback keeps it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Can they convert on 3rd down to keep this drive rolling? Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
The Seminoles will send their punt team onto the field. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the pass is complete to the tight end. The defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. Working clock with the ground game. Nowhere to run up the middle. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Touchdown, Knowles. They are pouring it on now.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down as time runs out. That'll do it. Game over.